Hey guys, you're watching Explore the Weird. If you're into creepy and weird, make sure you smoke that like button. Let's get right into it.
Some kids say the strangest things. Welcome back to Reality Bending Things Kids Say, Part 6. My son, 3, walked up to me one night and said, "Your mama died in a car. I saw it in space while I was sleeping." She died in a car accident when I was 8, but we haven't had that conversation with him yet. If he's talking about being in the spirit realm and seeing her, I like how he called it being in space while he was sleeping. I don't know if it's reality bending, but my son has been telling me for years that he's actually an alien. His ship was crashing, and before he died, he took over my baby, and that's why it became healthy and he was born. And that's why he doesn't understand things like how we speak. If I mention to him being an alien, he gets enraged. It's our secret. He doesn't know that I almost lost him. I never mentioned it. It's so weird. He says lots of weird things. Alien babies are reality bending. My 4-year-old and I were playing a video game and talking about how you can respawn. He said, "You don't respawn in real life, though." Well, actually you do, but as a different person. And you have to start over. I asked him if he'd tell me more, and he just smiled and said, "Nope." My brother at 3 gave us a guided tour of an old-time village. He knew all the history of its people. The actual tour guide was shocked too. This reminds me of part 1, where the Syrian kid knew the village he used to live, knew the guy who killed him, and then ended up finding his body. If you haven't seen it, check that one out. My son, some kid.
That is wild. That is wild. All of the sayings in these were just crazy. One, you guys already know. The goons know. Reincarnation, big believer. Potentially that is how these guys are able to cycle through and say, hey, it's a new being every time, but it's the same soul that is coming in for those children. One thing with the one that almost lost the baby, and then he was an alien that came in and saved the baby, that is so cool to hear, especially how that felt for the mom when she first hears it the first time. Oh my god, I can only imagine. It is definitely weird and definitely creepy.
This ring, or the rainbow circle halo that you see around this sun, this is one of the most important things going on in our realm or on our planet right now that you should know about. I'm gonna tell you why it's so important. You have to know that all of us, when we grow up, what do we get taught? To never look at the sun because it'll blind you, right? Number 2, this guy right here, and his whole plan to dim the sun or block out the sun using clouds. Do you think that they're trying to do that to help us out? I'm gonna tell you this, the ancients would never approve of blocking out the sun. Why? I wanted to find out what everybody believed in before religion came into play, because there are way too many religions. Not everybody could be right. So before there were a whole bunch of different religions, what did everybody believe in? What I found was every single civilization across the entire planet worshiped the sun as God. What they wrote was the sun is the physical manifestation of God in this realm or on earth. And when you think about it, bro, let there be light. The sun was first. Now I was doing some research on...
Dude, this is literally crazy. And even to think that the sun was the previous, before religious, and I don't know how factual this guy has truly checked, but to even think that this is how the original OG God, if you will, was the sun, for the guys that didn't have religion back then, maybe. And dude, my religion is based off Sanskrit, which is one of the oldest languages known to humans, right? So I definitely feel there's a lot of dynamic with the sun. The sun is even used, is mentioned in Sanskrit as well. It's just always there. Now, whether actually,
the sun halos or the rainbow rings around the sun.
This rainbow ring. Actually, there's more to the video. This rainbow ring that he talked about in the beginning, I do not see these rainbow rings. Do you guys see rainbow rings when you look at the sun? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you see a rainbow ring? What do you do? Take a picture of the sun? How do you even see the rainbow ring? I don't understand. All right, let me finish this off. I thought he was done, actually. But I guess he said the same phrase twice.
Said more fear tactics. Look, sun halos themselves are not harmful to observe. However, it is important to avoid looking directly at the sun, as its intense rays can damage the eye. Somebody doesn't want you to ever look at the sun. It gets deeper. I've came across pictures that people have took of the ring around the sun as far back as 10 years ago. But the further you look back, the more rare that the pictures are to find. Once it hits 2019 and 2020, that's when the pictures start popping up everywhere. People are all over the place taking pictures, wondering what it is.
Well, guys, I've been here since the last millennium, last century, and many, many decades, and I have never witnessed nothing like this. Grandpa prepared me for a ring around the moon, and that meant that there was storms coming. But he never prepared me for what a ring around the sun means. And it is a full, perfect ring around the sun. April 20th, 420.
I'm about to bring it around full circle for you, watch, because it gets deeper. I know y'all have heard.
Wait, I mean, just real quick. April 24, 20. Man, that guy must be smoking that like button real hard. You guys better be smoking that like button just like him.
About this. In 2012, there was supposed to be a mass awakening. People talk about it all the time, about how Earth is shifting from 3D to 5D. The entire consciousness, the vibration of our planet is raising. That's because of this. The energy that the sun is giving off is what's creating that. The sun is radiating new energy that will raise all of our vibrations. And when you look at the sun, it raises your vibration, it heals your vessel, it stimulates your third eye. This is why they told you to never look at it. And the pictures of the rainbow rings around the sun started popping up everywhere. What happened in 2020? Now, some people think that these were meant to really help you and keep you healthy, or could it have been to stop the mass awakening, stop everyone's vibration from raising? If you've never looked at it your entire life, it'll be extremely uncomfortable when you first start. First 10 minutes of sunrise and sunset, it'll be easier on your eyes. Your eyes will adjust. Get those light codes. Get those downloads. Stimulate your third eye. Raise your vibration. Use the sun. A lot of people go their entire lives and never look at the sun. And a lot of people go their entire lives and never see anything with their third eye.
Everyone wants to know if their
Oh my God.
third eye is open. This is exactly how you can find out. It's simple. After the meditation, if you see the floating orb or flame with your third eye, like thousands of others have, that would suggest that your third eye is what people refer to as open or functioning properly. If you are not able to see the orb with your third eye, like most others that have done this meditation, that would suggest that you did not follow the instructions given in the video tutorial correctly, or your third eye may not be open or functioning properly.
If you'd like to know if your third eye is functioning properly, you can do this exercise.
This ring.
There was so much to unpack. I thought this video was over multiple times. It was like blow after blow after blow. And literally what it comes down to is the sun healthy for you or is it not? And I look at him and I'm like, dude, the sun has always been part of human life. Even before religion, he mentioned, hey, it was the sun. Makes sense. I think even for Egyptians, which is pretty old out there, some people say one of the oldest civilizations there. I think they had a sun god, right? Iris or something. I forget. Ra. Who's the sun god there? And in Chichen Itza, Aztecs, Mayans, they all had some reference. The sun played a big aspect in their civilizations as well. Now, my main takeaway is the halo around the sun. Never seen that personally myself. Have you guys seen halos around the sun? And then the other thing being, he talks about vibrations by people looking into the sun. I feel like I've seen for solar eclipses and stuff, but there were people that looked directly at the sun and had blinding effect on their eyes, and he suggested sunrise and sunset as it's easier on the eyes. I gotta check that out and see. I know there's even crazies out there that try to get sun in their no sun areas, whether they're outside sunbathing, and it is a quite interesting spectacle. They claim that getting sun where the sun don't shine is advantageous to them as well. So I thought that was quite interesting. Is this Falcon 9 rocket or something? I don't understand what. I do hear some broadcast in the back. It sounds like a siren of some sort. But is this like a missile test and something intercepted it? Is it a Falcon 9 rocket? It's very hard to tell. I need more information. If the creepiness is about, hey, this happened during the emergency broadcast. I mean, is that why the emergency broadcast was playing? Because this thing was flying? I don't know. There's a lot of what ifs here. I wish I could find out more, but to me, nothing too crazy. I see flying thing that could hurt me. I hear sirens. I think it's expected here.
Alexa, why can't I buy Skittles in Europe?
From thesun.com. Skittles, as well as Pop-Tarts, Gatorade, and Little Debbie's products, have been banned in the European Union because they contain yellow 5, yellow 6, and red 40 food dyes, according to NBC affiliate station WTHR.
Alexa, why is yellow dye dangerous in food?
Here's something I found on the healthsite.com. It is not only highly toxic to the liver but also known to cause kidney lesions and is a probable carcinogen.
Yikes. Alexa, why are carcinogens found in so many processed foods in the United States?
From tasteofhome.com. Processed foods tend to contain saturated fats and loads of sodium, while processed meats are known carcinogens and can be age-producing.
Alexa, what are some of the reasons some of U.S. foods are banned in other countries?
U.S. foods are banned in other countries because they contain harmful additives, growth promoters, and genetically engineered ingredients, which are known to cause diseases and health conditions. American foods are tainted with harmful ingredients, which are banned internationally, and are designed to satiate the unaware American appetite.
Alexa, why can't I buy...
Okay. I knew about the Skittles thing. I had heard that you actually got banned in some countries, and it was due to the food dyes that Skittles uses. So the main takeaway for me here is I know there are bad foods out there. There are processed foods out there. There's foods with trans fats out there. Literally every food out there is made to somehow impact your well-being. So I personally suffer from Crohn's disease. So when it comes to food, it already is a very difficult subject for me. You know, most of the time you eat. Sometimes you don't know whether you're going to have a Crohn's episode or not. And it's a constant battle. It's similar to IBD or IBS, but not the same. Crohn's is a much crazier variant. And, there are different ways to manage it as well. Now, is it the food all the time? Potentially. There's definitely people out there that are living completely fine. There are people that have passed away well into their elderly life that have been eating Skittles. Skittles is not something that just recently, it's been here, right? It's a candy that has been marketed. We can attribute yellow dyes, food coloring to many aspects of areas that have caused disadvantages to your health, meaning you got a lesion, they cause liver issues, they cause kidney problems, whatever it may be. That is a whole different can of worms to unpack. When it comes down to, Alexa telling you about what it found on the internet, it's looking up the article and just relaying the information back to you. That's not Alexa telling you. That's still the author that wrote the article and Alexa relaying the information. That is the clarity here. There's no real AI in play. Alexa is not the one that's informing you all these crazy things. There's a real author behind all these. But my main thing is always take care of your health. And I think that's the main takeaway here.
His forehead. This is bullshit. That's a mask. That's a skin mask. It ain't normal. Look at it.
You can't believe anything you see these days. These glasses aren't even real. Neither is my face. All this stuff was 3D tracked on using these dots that I drew on with this marker. Actually, the marker isn't real either. Neither is the background. Or my face. Have a good night.
These guys are central casting. There's nobody in Hollywood that looks like these people.
Okay, the forehead thing with Biden is really weird. Why didn't it uncinch? Why didn't it uncrinkle? Why didn't it go back to normal? What is this, But at the same time, it is a video, could they have edited that to just make it look like this? I don't know. There was a point where I was seeing like maybe it was slightly edited, like right here. It just seems way too rounded right here, in the screen. It just feels way too appropriate. See right there, just something just feels off. So mask, I could believe it. And then the other weird part was when they changed Biden's face. Is this just natural aging and your face structure changes, or is bone structure also changing? And bones don't really change too much with aging. So yeah, that definitely is an interesting one. And this AI filtering thing, yeah, that is creepy, dude. I still don't know what his real face is. Which one's his real face? Was it this one? Was it this one? Or was it this one? I don't know. I don't know.
Hey guys, just came back from dance class. Michael, what are you doing in my room? Why'd you lock the door?
Yeah, sometimes you need those. Yeah, very funny. Okay, let's see here. Birthmarks are where you have been killed in your past life. Okay. Dang. If you see a clock in your dream, it's not a dream. If you see a clock in your dream, it's not a dream. I see clocks in real life too, so a clock in your dream means not a dream. So this is real life. Okay, so clocks are only in real life. Okay, I understand. Left-handed people died 3 years earlier. I knew this. Well, when you see yourself in a dream, there is a chance that there's a ghost pretending to be you. I don't know if I've ever seen myself in a dream. We might just be living in a simulation game and someone is controlling your every move. It feels like I'm controlling my own avatar, but let's see. Maybe it is some other guy. Damn it, other guy, let me be my own guy. Someone is reading this with you. It's at your back smiling. Hello, babies. It's fine. Definitely creepy. Definitely weird.
Did you know that you are the only living person on Earth right now, and everyone else is just a product of your imagination? Listen carefully, you'll be shocked. There's a theory where you are actually the only living person right now, the only consciousness that truly exists. It's called the egg theory. Your family, your friends, the strangers you pass on the street, all of them exist because your mind doesn't want to feel alone. But here's the eerie part of this theory. Since you are the sole true consciousness, you will live every possible life that has ever existed and will ever exist. You will be reincarnated and born billions and billions of times until you have lived every individual's life. And then you can hatch this egg and become a god. The entire universe was created as an egg for the main character, which is you. And once you have lived every human life ever, you will be born as a god. Every time you hurt someone, you are hurting yourself. It may sound horrific, but you wouldn't know if you've already lived billions of lives. You've probably already lived over 1 billion, and you just don't remember. You probably lived your mother's life, your cousins, the stranger across the street. In reality, you are me and I am you. So every single person you know and will ever know was you.
Oh my God, that messes with me so hard. That messes with me so hard, guys. Like, literally, I'm reading or I'm listening to this and I'm going, dude, okay, so no one exists. Everything's my imagination or I've created in my mind. And literally, reincarnation is a thing, and I can live as other people in this world, or have lived as other beings. So it's like time theory, same timeline being repeated. You know, am I always in the same time zone if I'm incorporating it? I've already been here 1 billion times potentially. Oh my God, this is wild. Oh man, I really hope this isn't true, but if it is, oh, and I become the egg, and then the egg becomes a god. Oh God.
These are scary what-if theories. What if there are really aliens disguised as humans and they are spying on us, plotting the perfect time to strike? What if stars are cameras from aliens and we are a zoo or a experiment? What if our life is a video game and every time you start a new year, you start a new level? As the game progresses, the levels get harder and harder to manage. Those who die have completed their game. What if every time you hear that voice in your head telling you not to do something, it's your future self warning you because they already know the outcome? What if oxygen is actually poisonous and takes us 70 to 100 years to affect us?
What if oxygen is actually poisonous and it takes 70 to 100 years to affect us? That's, oh my God, that one definitely got me. Oh, we got my baby back here again. All right, so this one. If aliens are disguised as humans and they're spying on us, getting ready to attack, let it happen. I've heard this with reptilians, the grasshopper aliens, the greys, literally all. Someone do something at this point. The lady on the plane tried to tell me about the aliens with the green hooded person, and that did not tell me anything about the aliens. I really wanted that to be true, but it ended up being she lost her AirPods or something, or she claims, and who knows if that person was even real. But regardless, I love this one with the stars are cameras from aliens. I think there was a Futurama episode where Fry and Leela go into an observatory, and it's like the monkey guys, and they see the stars, and they're like, oh, the stars are so bright, and it's just the flashes off the camera or the video cameras, and it was just like, oh my God, imagine this is what's happening to us, and we're just in observation mode, and all the stars are just telescopes just looking at us. Yes, so I believe I agree with almost some of these theories could be fun, but you know, for the most part, the oxygen one is the one that gets me, and that is very horrific. So guys, if you are into creepy and weird, make sure you consider joining the Ganja Goons by hitting that subscribe, and make sure you smoke that like button on your way out. I will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.